Hello viewers and welcome to the show. Today we host an advocate. He is one of the young people in Malava by-election taking on some political bigwigs in Malava. He's actually vying on Democracy for the Citizens Party, a party associated with the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Today we talk with him on his political bid, his aspirations and the plans he has for Malava people. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa Edgar Busiega.
Asante sana, Violet. Yes. My name is Edgar Busiega Mwanga. As you've correctly pointed out, I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. But more importantly, I come from Malava. That's where I was born and raised in a tiny village known as Chitirera village within Chimuche ward. The people of Malava want representation owing to the fact that there is a vacancy in that position, having lost the MP under unfortunate circumstances. Yes, I'm the right person for that position. I'm a visionary, committed leader who will integrate and bridge between the talents of the people and what they desire to have. I'm a private practitioner. I've been engaged in public interest litigation. I've been running and I'm running my private law firm in Nairobi, and I do litigation throughout the country. So that is insofar as my career is concerned. I have a beautiful wife by the name Rachel Mora Atandi, and I have two beautiful children. One is 7, the other one is 2.
When you look at a number of people who are actually vying, you'll see like we have sort of a mix in terms of age in Malava by-elections. And people look at you as one of the young turks who are joining the race. How old are you?
I'm 38 years old. Being
a politician, one of your dream jobs, or you really aspired one of these fine days you'll be able to join politics? Or it just came after the death of Mheshimiwa?
That's a good question. One, my career has enabled me to interact with policies. My career has enabled me to interact with politics. As I've indicated, I'm a public interest litigant. I'm a public interest lawyer. In my 12 years of practice, I've interacted aggressively with public interest work. I've been able to work very closely with the politicians, where I've been retained as their lawyer and pursued their legal claims or redress. And in that scope, I've then been able to develop interest over time to lead the people. And yes, I started to desire officially last year when I declared interest as of March before the demise of the MP, Maluli Njendi. My association has largely been professional with these political parties. Currently, I'm in the DCP party, Democracy for Citizens Party. Prior to that, I was with DAP, which is led by Waziri Eugene Wamalwa. Former. Sorry. Before that, I was a backroom lawyer for the Amani National Congress, which was led by now the PCS, Musalia Mudavadi. So my association was professional. Then my association as a politician effectively started with DAP, but now I'm with DCP.
You've had an association with Musalia Mudavadi, you've had an association with Wamalwa, that is of DAPK. Why did you choose DCP and not any other party?
DCP has roots in Malembe Nation. The deputy party leader is a Senator Cleophas Malala, and therefore it's incorrect first to say it does not have an association with the Malembe Nation. We have several officials. The National Organizing Secretary comes from Shinyalu here, Alex Hamasi, and there are other several officials within this region. Therefore, my association with the party, first, it's because it has a national outlook, and 2, because it accommodated my aspirations there's democracy, because when you're looking for a party, you look for a party that listens to you. You look for a party that gives you a hand when you need support, and you look for a party that can process you democratically in whatever decisions they arrive at.
But why a new party? Barely a year-old party.
The aspirations. You know, the mantra, skiza ground. It's new but vibrant. It's new but stable. We have old parties. We have even KANU. We have Kadu Asili. Where are they? They're nowhere.
Coming to Malava, what do you have for Malava people?
My main concern, insofar as leadership is concerned, 1 is agriculture, 2 is education, 3 is infrastructure, and 4 is healthcare. Under these 4 broad topics, I want to serve my people.
The late MP Malulu Njendi, what is this one thing that you feel like he did or he didn't do that you feel like you really need to capitalize on now?
1, I know he had passion for education, but that is only one sector or subsector of what a leader should do for his people. On my end, let me start, for example, with agriculture. Let's look at the sugar sector. Malava hosts 2 sugar factories in the entire republic. We rely on sugarcane, ideally, as the people of Malava, for our education. If you move to every household, at least you'll find, you know, even if it's on small scale, an acre or 2, people try to do sugarcane farming. I've reviewed and established that indeed the conditions are not proper and they ought to be improved so that it's not burdensome to be a sugarcane farmer. For instance, we have the idea of weigh bridge, whereby you weigh the cane at the factory. From the farm up to the factory, ordinarily you lose cane in between. If there's a breakdown, there are people who pull cane and so on and so forth. I would want to introduce mobile weigh bridges or weigh bridges stationed at designated places. For instance, those within East Kabras and those within Chimuche, we can designate it at a place near the boundary, let's say Kimangeti, so that the ones coming from Kovasali, the cane can be weighed there. If we come this other side of South and West Kabras, we can designate at a central location. Let's even say Samiti. Let's even say at Inguvuli. If we go to Manda Shivanga, the same. So my view is sugarcane farming, whereas it's our main business, it's our main area of farming, and that's how we get money and take children to school, it's burdensome. I want to reduce that burden on farmers. 2, there is a threat to introduce tax, 15% VAT. That threat was started in the finance bill of 2024 that was thrown out. There is a threat to introduce the same. If that is done, it will amount, 1, to discrimination. Because for those who do other farming, let's say maize, let's say tea, let's say coffee, in other regions, they do not go through the same kind of taxation that is intended to be imposed on our people. So I'll be a gatekeeper to ensure that is not done against my people. 3, there are conditions insofar as the workers of these sugarcane factories are concerned. I'm aware these are private farms, but there's a reason why these 2 sugarcane factories have been designated in Malava. I will negotiate with the management to have locals be given at least 70% job positions in these sugarcane factories. And with that, then I will be assisting in job creation. That will be my view insofar as agriculture is concerned.
Are you a farmer?
Yes, I am.
You're a sugarcane farmer?
I'm a large-scale sugarcane farmer.
So you're conversant with the challenges that people
Yes, I'm a large-scale sugarcane farmer, and I've attended school ideally because of sugarcane. My father was a farmer too. Let's go to education. This is a significant industry within Malava and beyond. One, the children, our children that are in school, I would want to introduce a school feeding program. We all know a hungry child cannot attend education properly.
True.
As it is, this program is not in our schools, but has been implemented elsewhere. If you go to Kiharu, for instance, you'll find a school feeding program. So I believe this is possible in our constituency. And perhaps where do I get the funds? The funds from NGCDF. We can allocate some upon consultation with our teachers and all the other stakeholders. At least for our those in lower school from class 1 to 3, grade 1 to 3, to have meals in school, at least lunch. I'll play a role. You've seen, let's say, Mumias. Peter Salasia, a very young politician, is building gorofas, you know, is erecting stories in schools, yet is in opposition. I believe with the NGCDF kitty, I can do this in Malava. That is not, that Malava has not seen that. In as much as I've said, the deceased MP had a passion for education. I would want to improve on that and ensure that my constituency has proper facilities. The libraries are stocked and the welfare of the teachers is well taken care of. Still on the education, as an MP, I must play a significant role at the national level. Recently, when the PCS Mudavadi held a meeting with the teachers at Tande Secondary School, one teacher robustly raised out that the ideas of housing levy, the ideas of SHA. As an MP, my role is to be heard. My role is to voice the concerns. And that problem is not only limited to the education or teachers in Malava, but nationally. So my voice will be heard protesting against such kind of punitive measures on the tax of teachers.
Is it like you'll come up with a bill or a motion to that effect, or what will you do?
Certainly. The role of an MP under Article 95 of the Constitution of Kenya is to bring a motion. You put it on the floor of the House. 2, I have an added advantage as a lawyer. I can initiate public interest litigation on behalf of the affected people. But I can only do then once I'm in office on behalf of the people, that these my people have rejected this. And I'll have a larger voice if I do it then.
So will you want it to be scrapped off?
Yes, I want it to be scrapped off. It's unnecessary, in my view. If we go to infrastructure, there's a general complaint in Malava, and there's this threat or desire to fragment Malava into 2 sections. There are those who call themselves for the lower side, and then those who call themselves the upper side. I want to harmonize and bring all these people together, and bring my people together. Why there's this protest and complaint is because of what people believe skewed infrastructural development. Now, if you look at the road from Malava to Kimangeti to Ikoli, that is being tarmacked, you know, but the project has not been concluded. If you come this other side, from Malava en route to Samitsi, as you cross over to Navaholo, this road is not tarmacked. If you go through Chegulo, Mavusi, that road is not tarmacked. If you come to Kambia Mwanza, cross all the way into South Kabras, that road is not tarmacked. If you walk inside Manda Shivanga, the road is not tarmacked. If you crisscross within East Kabras, Luanda K, the roads are not tarmacked. I would want to create a balanced infrastructural development within my constituency. I would not want complaints from my people that certain areas are more developed than others. And as a lawyer, especially one who was specialized in democracy, I would want to ensure that every place is balanced and every person feels this is our Malava.
Good number of youth are unemployed in Malava, and not just Malava, but actually nationally. But when you're talking about Malava, because that is where you're looking for an opportunity to serve as a member of parliament, what do you have for Malava youth?
One, Malava youth are at the heart of my agenda. The role of an MP, as I understand it and believe, I do not limit it to the textbook definition of the role of an MP. Violet, you'll appreciate that the role of an MP as per the Constitution is very limited. But me, as Edgar Busiega, will go beyond that to create network, to attract investors for my people so that opportunities are created. And I've done this already. In my private practice where I run my law firm, I've employed youth from my area as one way of example of assisting my people. But that is not enough. Once in office, I should be able to use my networks to create job opportunities for my people. I should be able to fight for my people. For instance, if I must have integrity, I must be networked, even to attract banks. We can then create relationships with these banks to employ our people, to offer internships with our people. And that is one of the ways I want to assist the youth. So the youth are at the heart of my agenda. We need a networked leader, and I am the one. I have the potential to grow.
Actually, on the same as you say, you are the one, the leader who was supposed to be elected, or rather to be at the helm of Malava. I want to know what sets you apart with the 30-something leaders that have already declared interest in the seat.
Okay, that's a good question. I want Malava people, I'll request Malava people to judge me based on my career progression. I've practiced law robustly, aggressively for 12 years. I've practiced law to the highest level, and I've participated in jurisprudential creating laws or cases. For instance, I was part of the lawyers who opposed the infamously known as BBI issue that was there about 2-3 years ago, when our constitution was being mutilated. I was there with the current regime, and that time we were in opposition, all of us. I've assisted in creating laws. For instance, I filed, on the instructions of my client, I challenged the Health Act 2023 that sought to discriminate nurses of this republic from holding administrative positions. I singularly pursued that petition, and that act was able to be quashed. They impugned sections that discriminate against nurses. Besides that, I've been able to participate in high-level litigation in this republic. I've represented governors, several. I've represented cabinet secretaries. I've represented several state officers. I say they choose on me for a reason. They choose on me because of my abilities to articulate issues and urge their cause. I'm telling my people respectfully, if I can be able to do that, I should be given this obligation to lead them so that I'm able to defend them the way I've done in my 12 years of career. Therefore, I believe I'm best suited amongst the 32 because of how I've demonstrated my career progression. In fact, I've not mentioned to you, some of the aspirants, my competitors, who are my brothers, are my clients. And they could even be my referees in this venture. and I'm sure deep down they'll agree I'm up to the task. Okay? I'm also best suited because I develop desire to lead, not because the position is vacant. I am not a job seeker. I have a job. I'm looking to lead, to be a servant leader. I have the desire to lead my people. I have the desire to make changes. And that's what cuts a difference between me and the rest.
A lot of people have said Busiega has come in just to mess up the votes for the son to the, of the late MP Malolu Njende, that is Rani Njende. Is it true that we just came to miss his votes and so that he will not be able to make it?
That is laughable. It's laughable because first, I respect him as my brother, and I wish him best in. And I
heard you come from the same clan.
Yeah, and
Abasonje clan.
Yes, yes, we do.
Oh, okay.
And I wish him best in his quest. It's his democratic right. I understand he started to vie in the month of April this year. I developed interest to vie in March last year. Okay? So who is spoiling for the other, if I may ask you? That's one. Two,
you declared your interest March last year.
I started to move out and talk to the people. I initiated my projects officially March. I've rotated every corner of Malava. Okay? Two, I've demonstrated to you my desire to lead. I've demonstrated to you my abilities as a lawyer. I've demonstrated to you my understanding of the role of an MP. I've demonstrated to you my desire to assist my people and bring Malava to where it's supposed to be. Is that spoiling? So the opposite is the truth.
So you are ready to take on his father?
Yes, certainly.
Because you're coming to, you know, meet some political heavyweights. Talk of Panyako. Panyako, it's not his first time to vie. Your first timer. Don't you think that he'll give you a headache?
Well, I respect all my opponents. I'll say all of them are worthy opponents. I will not say one is a heavyweight to the other. And talking of Panyako, Panyako is my client. So if you ask him, I'm sure he'll tell you I'm competent. He is my referee actually. He'll tell you my abilities as a person and my abilities to articulate issues and my resolve to deliver when I'm required to, as I've delivered for him. I may not go to the nitty-gritties of what I've done for him due to the advocate-client confidentiality and rules. But if you have a chance of interviewing him, he'll tell you Busiega is a powerhouse in his own way and right.
You are among the youngest aspirants currently in Malava.
Yes.
And you're coming to face some powerful bigwigs, like, for example, Musalia Mudavadi, who has been now nominated as a key chief campaigner of UDA. We have Natembeya, Governor Natembeya, and Eugene Wamalwa for DAPK. Do you realistically think that you can pull this?
That's a good question, my Violet. I'll take you back to the Constitution of Kenya, Article 1. Power belongs to the people. The sovereign will belongs to the people. I'm a person who takes challenges. One example where I took a challenge successfully is the BBI, defeating the BBI. We did it against the powerful President Uhuru Kenyatta. We did it against the powerful, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Madam Violet, I'll challenge you. You know Kenyans. Kenyans are true. Okay? Kenyans are the most honest lots of voters. If they want to vote you out, they'll vote you out. No matter the might that you'll come with. I'll come with the people. I'll come with the people. I'll come with my ideas. you've mentioned that we have PCS Mudavadi, we have you have
Governor
mentioned other
Natembeya.
people.
Yes,
And for information, Governor Natembeya is also my client and friend. Yeah. So of Cleo Malala will be there. He'll be seen on the ground. But I'll want to dwell on myself with the people more. I'll not want to look at the personalities who will come, who will not come. I do not look at it that way. I look at it on how do I interact with the people. And do I have the ability and resolve to convince my people? Yes. But I do not fear going against whoever comes along the way, because the battles that I've handled so far in my career, I think they have given me a path to be able to withstand any storm that comes my way. As long as someone does not take away my life. Yes.
I know you're a lawyer. You say that you have been practicing for the last 12 years.
Yes.
But, you know, putting up a machinery, a campaign machinery for parliamentary seat is not a joke, that is. And then now this begs a question. What is your net worth?
Well, that's caught me off guard. That's a difficult question. In terms of my random wealth, wherever I have any here and there. Well, for the time I've practiced, I do not. I can say I'm an average person in terms of my abilities, but I could be nearing 90 million to 120 million. Yes, in terms of the properties that I've assembled, immovable properties, and that is excluding my father's properties. I do not consider my father's properties as my property. That I leave it for my children, and my father will give.
That is the inheritance.
Yes, I don't consider that. But what I've assembled in my career as a person, between 90 to 120 million. Yes. Of course, I cannot fight the government in terms of resources. I'll put to the people ideas. I'll not be able to say I want to pump millions into the people to convince them. And I don't want to do that kind of politics. I've been doing it I've been moving and selling my ideas from March last year, and it has been going through well. I have supporters, I have well-wishers who are working with me already. And as you've seen the ground, I think we're doing fairly well. All that is not on my account. It's on account of well-wishers from Malava.
How are you going to be able to pull through with the well-funded political figures? We have, you know, UDA.
The government has made this politics to be quite expensive. And we cannot fight them into that battle of dishing out resources money to people. What I'm doing on my end is to sell ideas, though I've just informed you, to sell my agenda to the people. And I want us to demystify that idea that you must have millions and millions of money. Salasia became an MP without those millions. In fact, he was just a fairly young man. And I know of so many other people who have arisen, and there were even my colleagues, like Senator Cherargei for Nandi, MP for Taita Taveta, John Bwire, was my classmate at university. The same to Senator Cherargei. They didn't have those millions, and they sailed through because of the idea they stand for, because of their principles.
But I think it's a bit different. First, this is a by-election. This is not a general election. But also, two, there's a whole lot of interest in it. And especially like right now, when people are saying this will be a determinant factor of what is a reflection of 2027. So it's like everybody is like, their eyes are on Malava by-election. So these are actually a bit different from the ones you're talking about, Aaron Cheriot and Salasius.
As I've told you, I'm not a poor man, Violet. I can be able, that is respectfully, I can be able to talk to my people. Yeah, I can move. I cannot march. I cannot match the government, but I can move. At least I can fuel my car. I can assist students here and there to attend school. I can, I can move into people's doors. What I'm insisting on is I cannot match the government.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But I'll surprise you. I may not mention the names of people here. The support is overwhelming. And just wait when the election date will be set. There are so many people interested, and Malava people in particular. There are so many who have even come created WhatsApp groups, and others have created funds to assist that, to ensure that I sail through and I'm not unable to move.
People feel like parties from Mulembe region may have a chance. We have DAPK now also in the race, fielding Seth Panyako. You've come with DCP, and a lot of people, as much as you're saying the deputy party leader is Cleophas Malala, who actually has roots in Mulembe Nation, they have already given it a tag, Mount Kenya thing. Do you think you'll be able to sail through with DCP, or an outfit of Mount Kenya Gachagwa's party will be a disadvantage to you?
The idea that DCP is a Mount Kenya party, that is propaganda. I've taken you through the leadership structure of the party, and you'll see a representation across the board. You'll see an image of the whole republic. Malava people are unique. They vote for an individual. The deceased MP, Honorable Moses Maluli Njendi, when he first got into power, he got through a little known party. I think it was called MDP or MDM. MDP. Subsequently, he went through Jubilee. So Malava people look at an individual. A party is only a vehicle to ensure you're on the ballot. And once I had the cries of my people that I should be on the ballot, I made sure I've looked for a party that will place me on the ballot. Otherwise, where I was, I didn't see clear chances of being on the ballot. And I was going to be discriminated and taken out of the ballot unfairly, not fairly. Because there were no nominations as intended. You even mentioned Seth Panyako. How was he settled at? In DCP, there's only one aspirant. And therefore, that's why they settled on me. In DAP, there are more than 5, 6. Where are the rest? Where is Manyasi? Where is the...
Manyasi, I think, is in DNA.
Yes. Why did he leave? So it's all about a party is a vehicle to ensure on the ballot, so that you give your people a chance to elect a leader they want. When
you declared in March last year, you had not settled on any party. And you said you settled for DCP, on DCP because of the aspirations of the party. So what are these? Please enlighten us.
DCP is a good party. Violet, I'll be candid and tell you the leadership at DCP listens.
Wanasikiza ground and wanasikiza
they listen. They don't discriminate. They don't look at me and say this guy is below 40, is 38, and therefore I'm going to discriminate him. I can assure you, I talk directly to the party leader. I can assure you, I talk directly. You see me with the Cleophas Malala, the deputy party leader. We interact freely. I feel home. I feel protected. That is the stark contrast, okay, with what I was feeling elsewhere.
So you are not having that, that rapport, that closeness, that relationship with other political party leaders in
politics. Politics is about politics. Proper politics there must be honesty. There must be transparency. If I talk to you frequently, if we exchange notes, if you check on me to establish how I'm progressing, if you show concern, if you listen to my divergent opinion and counsel me and guide me, that's all we need. So I have a father figure. I have people who guide me properly, as I would expect. Even when I go wrong, they put me on the track and show me the way. And that is what makes me to feel safe and home at the DCP party. As you've correctly said, their mantra is Skiza ground. Our party, DCP, listens to its youth leaders, members, and everyone. Yes, you're not dismissed at the gate when you present your issue.
What is your message to the critics, especially who are pointing fingers at those people who are vying on DCP as people who have lost track, and people who at all they will be elected, they will lead their followers in a ditch because they believe this DCP party leader who was impeached is unfit to lead, and that is why he was impeached?
That's a good question, Violet. And I've heard that criticism even from very prominent leaders in this country. We are a country governed by the rule of law, correct?
Yes.
And you are innocent until proven guilty. That is the prescription of Article 50 of the Constitution of Kenya. That criticism, as a lawyer, I'm able to synthesize and establish that that criticism is unfair, because the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua has not exhausted his appeal structures. He's at the Court of Appeal, and he'll proceed up to Supreme Court. So until the curtains of litigation come to an end, it's premature to pronounce that he's an impeached man and therefore unfit to hold office. As at now, the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua is fit to stand for any office because he has legal appeals going on. And therefore, I make my statement on that as a lawyer. Local
Politics in Malava has been largely influenced by clanism and all that.
Yes.
How are you going to deal with this?
Well, it is a factor. Where do you come from? I've sold myself as a candidate for the Malava people. I come from the Vasonje clan. And I want to challenge you, a good lady, Madam Violet. I believe you do investigative journalism. Go and engage the people of my clan. Go to their rooms, go to their homes, and engage them. They support me because I'm self-made. They support me because of my vision. They support me because of what I stand for. However, that is not enough to make me MP of Malava. I've sought friends, I've sought alliances across the board. I've not put much emphasis on clan dynamics because it disenfranchises other clans. What will the Abasira clan say? Okay? What will the Bamutama clan say? What will the Kikuyu community in Malava say? What will the Luo community in Malava say? What will the Avacheti community clan in Malava say? So my focus is to come out as a leader for everyone. That does not mean that I've not convinced my home people. That's where I started from. And I'm beyond that, I'm out. And I've tasked you as a journalist to go and forget about the public pronouncements by about one or two people here and there. Just go and engage the real people on the ground. They'll tell you this young man has a vision for Malava people and is the best for Malava people.
And actually, the reason as to I'm asking you if actually clanism plays a role in how you play, you've planned your way out to, especially now that you come from the same clan with Ryan. I remember on 14th July,
Yes.
we had Wazes, the elders from Abasonje clan,
Yes.
who endorsed him, the same clan that you come from.
Yes.
And so that is why I'm asking, because I understand that clanism really plays a key
That is
role.
not correct. He was not endorsed by the clan.
Okay.
Yes, that is not correct.
So
that
he
is
was endorsed by who? Because it was a whole event there.
that is a misconception.
Okay.
If you pick 6 people
Okay.
and they go and stand with you and you invite people and tell people, you covered an event at my place
Aye.
prior to 14th.
Yes.
Wasn't that an endorsement of the clan by the same people? The vote is with the people. A pronouncement by one person does not amount to an endorsement. That is that person's right, democratic right. The Vasonje elders, the Vashu elders, the Bamutama elders, the Vatovo elders do not hold the votes for the people.
But they have a say.
Just
right?
wait. They have their votes. Okay? 2 or 3 people might say what they feel about how they want it to be, based on dynamics, if you're in government or opposition. Okay? And that's why I tasked you, Madam Violet, go and engage them, because you're saying they have a say. Just go now and sit with them. I'll tell you that executive, more than half, okay? More than half of them form my campaign secretariat. I'm telling you today. Because something happened on 14th, a misconception to mislead people. Okay? I told you I almost became a journalist. And politics and journalism and propaganda run hand in hand. That was not a clan endorsement. Yes. I reject that, and I do not accept it represented the people. However, I do not hold anything bad about 1 or 2 people who did that. But my position is...
It is funny that you're just dismissing it off like that.
I'm not dismissing it. I'm saying democracy is for the people.
If at all you don't win these elections, will this mark a beginning of a political journey or just a one-off attempt?
Violet, that's a good question. How I look at it, how I've grown up, how I was raised, I do not believe in failure. Violet, I'm self-employed. Okay? I've never been employed in the government. I pay taxes for this country. I've survived in the rough terrain of Nairobi and beyond. I do not see failure as an option. That is not in my DNA. I do not start a journey that I do not believe in.
But again, you know, like if it is a competition, there is always a winner and a loser. That is a fact.
Well, that's a fact. That's a fact. If we lose unfairly, that's we'll deal with it at that time. We'll deal with it at that time.
What do you mean you lose unfairly?
I don't believe. My people have told me, unless they come back to me and tell me, Edgar, kijana yetu wewe utoshi, but I've engaged my people and I believe I'm going home with this thing. I'm taking it home for the people and by the people. So I do not see failure as an option.
During this period of time of campaign, I mean, you've been moving around. I know they have not really declared this is time that Malava waanze safari sasa, but you know, kumove hapa na pale, you already know some of your competitors. Have you faced any sort of intimidation or maybe threats from your rivals as at now?
No. None of my competitors have threatened me.
Malala categorically told DAPK to pull out of the race, Malava, for Malava to support you, the candidate, the DCP's candidate. Why will DCP want DAPK to pull out of Malava race?
First, it's DAP that wanted DCP to pull out. The first person in hand was DAP, who came with the zoning idea. And I mean, even tried to push through to have their candidate who was settled at and democratically, and whom I believe.
But why would you say undemocratically? Because you're not a member of DP. So
I was.
So that is why
I was there.
You were in DAP before you went?
Yes,
to DAP.
I was there. I was among the aspirants.
When did you leave DAP? DPK?
I've left. We are in August, July, June.
You left DAPK in June?
Yes, in June.
And June,
I made an announcement. It must be July, sometime July, when I officially crossed over at the DCP headquarters.
So how long were you in DAPK?
I'd stayed in DAPK as a member from last year.
Last year?
Yes.
Please tell us, why did you move from DAPK now to DCP?
I moved because of one opaque way of operation.
Meaning?
At the DAP party. Two, commitment and seriousness to campaigning and vying. I mean, to campaigning on the ground. 3, we were a number of aspirants. And on my end, as a democracy student, I believed that we should go through nominations. That chance was never availed. And when it became clear that this chance was not going to be availed, I moved out.
Did you communicate to the leadership, or why are you saying it was actually opaque way of operation?
I tried to engage the leadership.
Did you reach out to Wamalwa himself?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. What did he say?
He was non-committal.
Okay.
He was non-committal. He kept on assuring me, but you know, actions speak louder than words. But I'll be honest, former Waziri is a gentleman, and at no point did he ever harass me. But you see, actions speak louder than words. I was not given or informed when the nominations would be held. Certain rumors were never dispelled or cleared about the party being in boardroom arrangements with one of the aspirants. And I mean, if that was not settled and time was running, yeah, Cleophas Malala, my brother, held my hand, and I moved.
So he reached out to you?
I was approached by so many parties.
Okay.
Yes, even to date, I'm still being approached by so many parties. So I made a decision to work with the DCP party after having a sit down with the party leader, having a sit down with Honorable Cleophas Malala, and then I planned a delegation of people from Malava, entire Malava, 7 wards, including elders, youth, women, all groups, and also the executive of my own clan, Basonje. They had representation there. Okay?
A delegation too?
To see the party, to ensure that whatever we are going to do, the decision we are going to make, is well thought out, and that this is a party that is going to work towards ensuring victory.
So they went to Nairobi or Mount Kenya?
Nairobi. DCP headquarters, Nairobi.
Okay.
Yes.
So they had a conversation with Gachagua then?
Yes. But the people of Malava held a conversation with the party leadership. Yes.
And then they told you?
Yes. And then they gave me permission to move. To about 500 people.
So when did you join DCP again?
I joined DCP officially, crossover, that must be early July. Officially. Yes. Officially.
It was about the united opposition?
Yes.
So for us to get this as opposition, we need to
It was a proposal. It was just a proposal.
Okay.
Which was flatly rejected.
Okay.
Upfront. Yes. And it's no longer there. Yeah, it's no longer there. We'll be at the ballot with whoever they'll front. The
same thing, Cleo Malala also asked DAPK to pull out of Malava race. Do you think that is supposed to be done so that I can back you?
If that statement was made at Kimangeti, in the public rally we did at Kimangeti, towards the end of his statement, he clarified and said, however, if we will not, then it's a democratic right. Let's meet at the ballot. So it was not a condition or a directive. Yes, it was giving them a test of their own medicine. This is how chloroquine tests, so feel it. You're telling us to back down, also feel it how it feels. Politics are local.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so if you do politics locally, then Cleo Malala has a higher say insofar as determining how the equation should go. At least he must be a serious consultant on that score. He cannot be wished away. You cannot come and say you pull aside because you're in DCP. Cleo Malala vied, and he has a say, a big say within this region. So kama ni kuongea maneno ya ngome, hii ni ngome yake factually. But democratically every person is allowed to field a candidate. Even Jubilee has fielded. And by the way, I don't know why DAP has not asked Jubilee not to field Enoch Makanga.
To pull out?
Yes, to pull out. Why are they focusing on DCP? Well, there must be a reason to that, okay? Why are they not focusing on the Jeremiah Kioni-led party? So, for me, I look at the national outlook. I do not want to dwell so much into this, whatever, whether this is a more Mlembe party or not. Because our ambitions and aspirations, by the way, are beyond even being a member of parliament in Malava. Yes. Some of us are ambitious to the extent that after we serve our people satisfactorily for a certain duration, we need to move ahead. Yes. And perhaps participate at county politics or national politics. You need a party that will give you that platform from inception. You
are actually in the opposition. Do you believe that the opposition is going to form the government 2027 to be a reprieve to the locals, because they, according to them, they believe they have never been in the opposition?
So Itashitanda, he was in opposition. After winning, that's when he joined the government.
Yes.
Let's go to Honorable Maluli Njendi with the little known MDP. Yes. He was in opposition. He had been denied a ticket elsewhere. Then he moved to government. Okay? History will repeat itself.
So are you going to work with the government, if at all?
Once we have
you will be affiliated.
We have 2 years to the election, to the general election. Okay? The opposition is taking this thing home. For now, I'll work with the opposition. 2027, the opposition will take over. I'll now be in government. I'll serve my people with the NGCDF, the way other political people in opposition are serving their people and doing well. So I don't need to be in government to bring development to my people. Okay? It's their constitutional rights. It's not a begging match. So yes, I'll be in government with the opposition in 2027.
Seen a whole lot of, by-elections and general elections, but having more than 30 aspirants, I've seen it in Malava. Why do you think we have a whole lot of people who have just turned up for this seat?
That's a very good question. On paper, there are 32 people vying. On paper. In actual fact, I think we have like 5 aspirants. There are those who are vying by mere pronouncements on social media. Okay? That's a fact, okay? You'll never see them attend functions, social gatherings, funerals. You'll never see them taking part in community activities. But when you meet them, they'll tell you they're vying. People vie for different reasons. There are those who vie to up their name. They just feel nice when their name is being mentioned, and maybe to negotiate for something elsewhere. There are those who vie so that they are bought. Okay? Those are also there. Those who are vying, in my view, and maybe time will vindicate me on this, there should be 5. Yes. UDA will give us 1 candidate whom we are waiting for, so that we defeat that person quickly. DAP, they're still squabbling with their domestic issues there as we move on. DCP, we have a candidate. My friend, Professor Wajakoya of Roots Party, is my friend, but they're a very good friend of mine. He has his candidate, but I'll talk to him. I'll persuade him. I'll convince him to come on my side. But I respect him tremendously. I'll convince him. Yes.
Malava people, just like other people in other parts of the country, they've had over and over all these promises that politicians come every single day promising that we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But again, at the end of the day, you find that hakuna kitu imetimizwa. What is it that people really need to trust you that you'll actually deliver for them, all these promises that you're giving them now?
Okay, that is a good question, Violet. I'll plead with my people to judge me based on my career progression. 2, I'll request my people to judge me based on what I've done with the little resources that I have, the projects I've initiated. With no resources, in the month of March, I was able to distribute maize seedlings to over 2,000 families across Malava. With the little resources, I've been able to assist students go to school. With the little resources in my office, I've been able to employ and create job opportunity for my people from home. Okay? With the little resources, I've been able to offer pro bono legal services. I'm telling my people, if I'm able to do that with the little resources, if you give me a bigger basket, I'll deliver. I'm also telling my people I'm fresh. I'm not tainted. I'm from the private practice. I'm coming with the energy. I'm coming with the enthusiasm. I'm charismatic. And therefore, I believe I'll deliver for the people and I'll not issue mere empty promises.
If at all you get this seat, Mheshimiwa,
Yes.
In the first 100 days, what are these key things that you're going to do for Malava?
1, we'll go back to what I'm promising my people that I'll do for them. I'll not want watoto wetu wakae njaa shuleni. Kwanza.
School feeding program.
Yes. That will be the first thing to implement instantly. Okay? 2, we'll look at the promises the national government has offered our people. The roads. I've mentioned the Samitsi Road. Okay? The road Kambia Mwanza into South Kabras. Why has it not started? If by that time it would not have started. Okay? 3, there are stalled projects that many people argue that perhaps are not for an MP. I refuse to buy into that idea because an MP, you are the father of your people. Daddy, baba anajua kila kitu kwa nyumba. Correct? There's a stalled project, for instance, the Tumbeni dairy plant, which is a county government issue. As an MP, I can push. How do I push? I initiate public interest litigation case. Okay? Because if I keep quiet and say I leave it for the MCS, I leave it for the county government, I'll be failing in my obligation as a leader. People look unto me to solve problems that are not even within my purview. So I'll do a collection of that, which because I've already done that, and push for these projects to be concluded. So in the first 100 days, the first thing at the top of my mind, watoto wasikae njaa shule. 2, the status of development, infrastructure, tuko wapi? Stalled because auctioneer contractor amekula pesa, ama serikali ijetufuatilia, you file a case. And the beauty, the edge I have over the rest is I'm a public interest lawyer. That's what I do. That's what I used to feed my family with for the last 12 years. That's my specialty. So I'll quickly drop in a case and push. I'll not wait to say this is not within my purview.
32 people, you said, the aspirants. What is your message to them as we head to the by-elections?
My message to my colleagues, these are my brothers. Politics will come and go. Malava is bigger than all of us. First, I'll preach peace. I'll preach peace, peace, peace. Let politics not divide us. That's what I'll preach. I'll tell to them. But I cannot say I want anyone to stop to vie. You know, that's their democratic right.
Sure.
Yeah, but I want peace. They are my brothers. I respect each and every one of them. I do not have any bad word for any of them.
You believe you will trounce them?
Certainly. Certainly. Ask them.
The 32 of
Ask
them.
Ask them. They'll tell you this guy is not a small person. He might be small-bodied, but he has brains.
You're going to deal with the Goliaths in the race.
We have fought bigger battles.
Okay.
This is another temptation that will deal and defeat. Yes.
Angalia kwa hii kamera mheshimiwa.
Yes.
I want you to talk to your people. Watu wa Malava. Watarajie nini kutoka kwa mheshimiwa?
Okay.
Wakati huu ambapo wanaelekea katika hizi chaguzi ndogo.
Watu wangu wa nyumbani, kwanza kabisa najivunia kuwa mmoja wenyu. Najivunia kuwa kijana ambaye alizaliwa Malava. Naomba kwa njia ya hekima mnipe nafasi ya kuweza kuwa mjumbe wenyu. Nimeweza kueleza manifesto yangu kwa muhtasari ya kwamba nitashughulikia maneno ya agriculture, ya kwamba nitashughulikia maneno ya healthcare, ya kwamba nitashughulikia maneno ya infrastructure, na ya kwamba nitaangalia maneno ya education. Ni nyinyi mnaweza nipa huo uwezo. I'm a fresh person, untainted. And I plead with you, my people, for the 12 years that I've practiced law. You've seen my progression. I've not taken client money. I've served people at very high level. I've represented many people to the Supreme Court. I'll request that I translate that to representing watu wangu. Mimi ni mtetezi wa watu wote, wa mama, kwa wazee, vijana, kwa wajane. Mimi ni mtetezi wa wanyonge. Naomba kwa hekima mnipe nafasi nafanyia kazi. Asanteni.
Asante sana Advocate Busiega. Pia nafikiri ya kwamba unaweza kuwa na ujumbe kwa viongozi wa chama chako cha DCP. Najua kwamba kinara wenu hayupo nchini, lakini ujumbe utamfikia.
Okay.
Labda pengine kama unaweza mpa ujumbe.
Okay.
Na viongozi wengine wa chama.
Okay. To my party leader, the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, Your Excellency, we are proud of you. You are mentoring us, you are a straight talker, and you say it as it is. Continue representing us in your trip in the United States of America. And as you wind up your trip, the people of Malava are waiting to also see you on the ground. To my friend and Deputy Party Leader, Honorable Cleophas Malala, you're a true friend. I look at you as a mentor, and your efforts in assisting the party and in ensuring that Malava people get proper representation will not go in vain. To the entire DCP fraternity, tuendelee kusikiza ground na chama kinazidi kugrow. God bless you all.
Okay, Mheshimiwa, thank you so much for your time.
Yes,
sharing with us what you have.
Yes.
And we wish you all the best.
I thank you.
Wish you all the best in the upcoming by-election. I've been your host, Violet Auma. Till next time, kwaherini.
Thank you.